Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca, aka the Mobility Mom, and welcome to my home again today, and welcome to the first edition of What Do You Want to Know Wednesday. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the notification, if you'd like to be notified of future videos going up. Yeah, so welcome to the first edition, and as I said in the intro video, this is going to be a series that I do answering y'all's questions as you pose them. And so I wanted to kind of go ahead and jump in because I've had a couple questions this week, so thank you. And I appreciate your involvement, your questions, all of that. And so this is going to be kind of a twofold questions. I'm going to try to answer both of them in this one, but it may be a second part, so we may have to wait for the next video to get the second half. So we'll see how our time goes. But the question was they were asking me about my hashtag chronic illness and how I talk about living with a chronic illness, and I had quite a few people want to know exactly what I have that counts as a chronic illness. And basically a chronic illness is anything that is persistent over time, whether it's stomach issues, mobility, anything that you deal with, any health issue that you sort of deal with on a long-term basis that sort of hampers a normal lifestyle. For me, that's actually two. And they are, the first one I was diagnosed with, which was at 17, was membrane glomerular nephritis. And that is a rare kidney disease that has sort of an autoimmune issue. And over the years, it has slowly deteriorated my kidneys so that I am actually in stage 4 renal failure. Now, the question that people go when I say I'm in stage 4 renal failure is like, oh my God, are you on dialysis or transplant? No, I am not. Mainly because I have an amazing team of doctors at the University of Florida who have been amazing. And as long as I follow the proper diet, I get my, exercise in when I can, I take my medication regimen, and I do what I'm supposed to, my kidneys tend to do their own thing. Even though I only have 20% use of my kidneys, they kind of hold their own, and my labs have been pretty level. But they will not get better, and no, I will not, as of right now, be on dialysis, but no, they will never get better. They will progressively get worse. The game plan is hopefully that they will only decrease a little at a time, so that from now until whenever my time comes that I leave this earth, they will do their own thing. If not, then yes, sometime down in the future there will be dialysis and possible transplant depending on health, age, and all of that. The second part of that chronic illness is a little bit more complicated because I have a team of doctors that are sort of sitting on a fence as to the exact diagnosis, which is why I said this might be a twofold, because in 95 my second chronic illness actually put me in a coma, and when I came out there was a lot of damage done, and so my doctors are sitting on the fence because half of my team is saying that I have MS, which is multiple sclerosis. The other half are saying, no, I suffered a rare brain infection, and that is why I have all this long-lasting damage. So as of right now, the doctors are sort of headbutting each other as to whether I have MS or just leftover regimens from my, leftover problems from my coma from the brain infection. In my medical chart, it is listed as multiple sclerosis, and I do have some of the symptoms of multiple sclerosis minus any new lesions or any other sort of tattletale signs that would make the doctors think I had MS, but I do have a lot of the symptoms, numbness and tingling of the extremities, incoordination, leg cramps, a lot of the symptoms that they would put under the heading of MS I have, but I have this other set of doctors who are saying, no, she has them as a result of all the damage that was done when I was in the coma. So whether you want to say I have MS, as in multiple sclerosis, or if I have the leftover issues due to the brain infection, again, it still falls under MS. On the flip side of that, because as I tell people, I do struggle with mobility, and hence the name, the Mobility Mom. So MS, whether you want it to stand for multiple sclerosis or mobility struggle, it's connected. So that is that thing. So, but as I said, in my chart right now, via my primary care physician, my neurologist, even my nephrologist, with all the symptoms and the testing they've done, they have listed me as having multiple sclerosis with a byline that they think it might have been a brain infection. Whichever way you look at it, I have a chronic illness, and that is my end-stage renal failure, or stage 4 renal failure, along with the MS, which, like I said, you can either take it as MS as in multiple sclerosis or MS as a mobility struggle. Either way. So yes, they do hinder some of my everyday workings, but that is what I mean when I say I live with a chronic illness. If there's any other questions on those lines that you'd like me to go further in depth, please leave them in the comments. And then next week I will cover how I was diagnosed with both of them, because that was the other question, was not only why I say I have chronic, but how did I find out that I had them? And so we'll cover that. That way you'll kind of get an idea. And so, yeah. So that's the first question. So I'm thank you for asking, and I can answer anything else if you'd like to add more questions in. But until next time, enjoy your day, have a blessed one, and I'll see you next week for What Do You Want to Know Wednesday. Bye.